Hello, everybody. Welcome to Rooty Fuel, and we're going to introduce our guest with us today. It's Aine from Sana Vita Health. Hello, Aine. Thank you for joining us today. And it's all about yoga and health and getting your natural balanced weight as well, I believe. So I'm going to start with introducing yourself, and if you'd like to tell me a little bit about yourself and your business.
Hi, yeah, lovely to be here. So I'm Aine, yeah, and I'm founder of Sana Vita Health, and we help women find and love their natural weight and to really live a life free from dieting. So we believe that there is a real sweet spot that we can all find to enable our bodies to really find their natural rhythm, balance, and weight as well. So we offer one-to-one nutrition and mindset coaching, personal training, DNA testing, and one-to-one and group yoga practice. So, I mean, the number of services we offer enables us to bring together individual programs for our clients and to make sure we can support them really in any way that we can that's unique to them as well.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you. And I'll quickly introduce myself. So I'm Gurdip from Rooty Fuel, one half of Rooty Fuel with Jenny. Jenny's chef today, and so while she's not on camera, you can see all the goodies she's making for us today. And we're a plant-based cooking school, and we are looking to help people get more confident with cooking in the kitchen, especially when it comes around to plant-based food, because often people are like, I want to eat more plant-based, just don't know what to do. So yeah, we're looking forward to starting that journey together. So we spoke earlier, didn't we, Aine, about a couple of things, and one of the things I believe some of your clients struggled with is a lovely post-yoga snack that would be good for them, and you do a lovely recipe. Now we have just swapped one ingredient out of yours, so we're doing the peanut butter, oat and raisin, so we swapped the chocolate for the raisin energy balls today. So Jenny will be doing that for us on camera. Is that right? So do you want to tell us a little bit about the snack and why you would recommend it?
Of course, yeah. Well, I mean, there are obviously lots of different styles of yoga, and I really would recommend using this snack after an Ashtanga yoga class, because Ashtanga is a more kind of rigorous style of yoga that follows a specific sequence of postures, and it links every movement to the breath and performs the exact same pose in the exact same order. And this is quite like a sweaty and physically demanding practice. So the snack here that Jenny's making today would be ideal after this class, as the oats, the syrup, and the raisins now, they will help replenish energy levels, and the protein in the peanut butter will help muscles recover and keep you going for your next meal. So it's ideal after a more kind of vigorous yoga practice, really. So yeah, that's where it came from.
Okay, so as Jenny's starting to do the recipe for us, tell us about the different types of yoga that you do.
Absolutely, yeah. So yoga, love yoga. So yoga is it's a group of physical, mental, and spiritual practices that originates in India and is one of the 6 philosophical schools of Hinduism. Now, there's 8 limbs of yoga, and the one that most of us are aware of is the asana, which is more like the physical practice of yoga. So this is why I thought I'd just discuss this in more detail today. So there are many different styles of the physical practice, and the 3 I thought I'd focus on today is Hatha Yoga, Ashtanga, and restorative yoga. So it's kind of 3 different forms. So there's Hatha Yoga, and this is more of a generic term really that refers to any type of yoga really that teaches physical postures. So nearly every type of yoga is taught in the West that is Hatha Yoga really. So it generally means that you'll get a gentle introduction to the most basic yoga postures. And you probably won't really work up a sweat in Hatha Yoga, but you should end up feeling really looser and more relaxed and kind of maybe a few centimetres taller than you did before the class. So it's quite a more of a gentle approach. Yeah, and then there's Ashtanga, which I briefly mentioned earlier. So yeah, this is definitely a more kind of physically demanding class, and it follows a very set specific sequence of postures. And in this kind of form, as it's quite repetitive, it's quite good to, if you link the breath to the movement, so it's almost like you become into meditation, like a moving meditation. But it is definitely more physical demanding practice. You're going to say something there, sorry, David?
No, I was going to say, when I come out of yoga, I always feel very centered. That's the word I tend to use for me. I just feel like it's a good reset. And also we can see what Jenny's doing. She's literally put all your ingredients together. So in there, we've put half a cup of oats, a cup of crunchy nut butter, quarter cup of agave syrup, 3 teaspoons of tablespoons of raisins, and what's Jenny, she's literally just mixing them together.
Yeah.
And that's all you do, and then you would create balls with them, is that right?
That's really all you do, just bring them all together, and then as Jenny's doing now, just bring them into your hand, roll them around, as little balls, and that's it's just a really easy, quick way of bringing it together. Exactly. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you put them down, and they're great because you can obviously take them with you anywhere. You can put them in a little Tupperware box as well, so they're really handy and really quick. And just think of it prepared with the ingredients, but other than that, it takes a couple of minutes to make. Yeah.
And how long would you? Well, I mean, would you just have one afterwards? Because they're quite dense. There's a lot in there, isn't there? You've got a lot of nutrients in there. You don't need a lot, do you?
No, I would. Personally, I can always recommend kind of one really after a class, and especially if you just it's not a meal really, so it's just something to keep you going to recover well, and then obviously be ready for the next meal as well. So
yeah, you've literally got a week's worth there, then, haven't you?
I know, it's great, and you can obviously use it throughout yeah. I use these after a yoga workshop we did, and they went down a treat. That's why when you mentioned the snacks, I thought I'd definitely do this one because we got great feedback from this after a yoga workshop we did. So yeah,
I actually had one earlier. So Jenny made some earlier on, and they are absolutely gorgeous. So easy to have. Now Jenny's just showing you the cookies. They are also gorgeous. So it's hard life being a tester, and I did have those this morning. So Jenny's working from Warwick today, which is my favourite place for her to work because I get to try out the food. Otherwise, it's smell-o-vision for me. I have to just pretend that I can smell them, and so I'm lucky enough to be able to have tried this today. And the cookies are divine. So we're going to go straight into the cookies. It's chocolate and avocado cookies. So 1 ripe avocado. So we used flax eggs instead. So if you normally have an egg, instead of that, you can use a flax egg, which is a tablespoon of ground flax seeds with 2 tablespoons of water, and you just mix it together. And you would use that instead of using a regular egg, if you like. There's a cup of, and we went for coconut sugar on this occasion, just to add a little bit more nutrients into the food as opposed to just a brown sugar. We also added we didn't add your recipes, a teaspoon of baking powder, half a cup of plain flour, half a cup of cocoa powder, and half a cup of mini chocolate chips. So that's all in the recipe. So Jenny's starting to put it together. Do you want to talk that through, Anya?
Yeah, so it's always interesting on this one because when I first brought this together, it's quite surprising that avocado can be put into a cookie, and someone's like, how is that going to really taste?
It works really well though, doesn't it?
But it does, it works really well, and it's just a good way of getting something really healthy into quite a delicious snack, really.
Yeah, and that was the flax seeds that went in just before the cocoa powder, and so Jenny's just mixes it, the avocado, flax, and cocoa. Is that right?
Yeah, that's it, exactly. Yeah. So it's a very kind of healthy fats-based snack, this one as well, definitely. Yeah, and good shout with coconut sugar as well. That's a really good one just to up the nutrients there as well. Yeah. But then again, these two are the ones I put together after the yoga workshop we did. So they're a real nice little combination to have. And again, it would be similar in terms of that recovery, and then obviously kind of bringing you to the next meal as well. So one of these would be fine. But they're also quite nice as a little dessert as well. Sweeter.
You know, when you just fancy something sweet. I mean, we actually only had half each. And I think in the morning, like having something sweet is hard anyway. So we had half each, and that was just right, to be honest. They're very filling and deceivingly, whereas
Mm.
normally you can just eat cookies. But I think probably because it's got all those nutrients in there that you don't feel that need to just consume loads of cookies. They are very satisfying.
100%, yeah. And then the fats from the flax and the avocado can really help to balance sugar levels as well. When you kind of
Yeah.
lean with the sugar, so they're a really good combination to have. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed them. That's really
Oh,
good.
so good, so good. And surprisingly, because like you don't always know what things are going to turn out with, but they were just, I mean, I would recommend everyone to try them, give them a go, and you would be so surprised how lovely they are. And I would, you know, they're, I would actually, you know, I'd give those to guests if someone was coming around. I would cook these. And I think being plant-based, I am unapologetic about giving people plant-based foods, but you know, no one would complain about being offered these. In fact, I tend to get people saying, "Oh my God, is it really plant-based food I'm eating? Can I really have this? And can it really taste so good? Because if it's got no dairy or anything in it," and I'm like, "Yes, you can." But they're a definite win, and I'm definitely going to make it one of my staples for like say after a workout snack. And even if so sometimes when you're traveling, instead of picking something up on the way, if you were just to take some bits with you, you're going to be doing yourself so much better health than if you were to pick something up on route.
Definitely, and that's it with the homemade food as well. You're just eliminating so much of the nasties in the food that the shop bought, aren't you? So it's so good, and you know exactly what's going in there, the ingredients. So yeah, no, that's absolutely ideal. Yeah.
I think they're just in the oven now. I can see from here they've just been popped into the oven, and we will see them when they are done. So, Anya, do you want to tell me a little bit more about this you women's health and balancing and your natural weight? So I only found out a little bit about it, but would you like to share that with our audience?
Yeah, absolutely. So it really stems from that, I suppose, a personal story of mine, which I'll just briefly share. So when in my teenage years to mid twenties, I was on kind of dieting, exercising kind of cycle, all in a bid really to get my weight, which I know now I was just trying to get my weight to my body to a weight that it just didn't want to be, and I was trying, tried different, always trying different diets and it was going on. I was struggling on a number of levels, like hormonal, energy levels, kind of brain fog, things like this. So I knew something wasn't quite right. And it wasn't until I met Sarah, who's a nutritional therapist who is on board at Sana Vita Health as well. So she supports all our clients on the nutrition and mindset coaching side. And I met her for nutritional consultation myself. And she was the one who taught me about the set point theory, about our bodies are always striving to achieve this set point weight, and it's a genetically predetermined weight as well. So as soon as I learned this, it was such a weight off my shoulders, and I thought, it's something like I've always known this, but I was still trying. I was just really trying to force my body to not be there, really. So as soon as I learned this, I was just on such a mission to obviously achieve it myself and then help other women to achieve it too, because a lot of people and women that come to us they're obviously, the initial goal might be to lose weight, but they're not sure where their set point weight is as well. So we really help them, we explore and help them find that really in our searches, So that's where it came from.
Okay. And I think media tends to try and dictate to us what our weight should be. And that can always be unhealthy on some levels for many, many people. Because you're right, we're being dictated to what is a healthy weight for ourselves. Possibly not through healthy sources. So to be able to find a method to find your set point is actually really healthy, you know.
It is, and we really help our clients kind of reconnect with their intuition. And that's so key because all the, I suppose, the diets and everything out there, it's never going away, is it? It's just never going away. So I think we really you can really reconnect with your intuition, then you have that confidence to think, okay, I know exactly what's right for me, even if that's all out there telling me to do this, that, and this, try and get into lose weight. But I was just going to say, actually, on the yoga side, yoga actually, I've been practicing now for coming up to 12, 13 years myself personally, but it's what really brought me into yoga on my journey to find my natural identity, because I was very much on a kind of exercise cycle where it had to be kind of running, high intensity. It was always that kind of approach, really. And then once I realised, actually, I need to create balance in my body now, and that's, I brought yoga in, and that's how I suppose introduced it myself, and why it really helped me to bring just really reconnect with the balance in the body, really. So,
And Anya, do you feel that people that you meet are quite disconnected with their sense of self, and it's re-finding themselves a little bit? And the more you are connected to your sense of self, yoga is obviously a great practice to help you with that. It brings you, it centers you, which is fantastic. But the more you are connected to your sense of self, you make better decisions when it comes to food and what is healthy for you, as opposed to being dictated to, I believe, probably, from other sources that are not always healthy. What do you think?
Absolutely, yeah, 100%. I think it's always, like we were saying there, when you've got, if we're online, we're bombarded with advertisements, and then obviously we go out to restaurants or TV adverts. It really is everywhere, isn't it? Just trying to, it's the next new thing, is it? The next new diet to get you somewhere. But no, we've actually recently introduced a DNA program, and I did this test myself too, because it basically, it does a test on our genetic level, so where how our genes are looking, so what we're more predisposed to, maybe sometimes might be predisposed to storing more fat, or maybe caffeine sensitive, or it basically explores this on a much deeper level. So that's another thing we've added in, because it's more about the individual. So once you kind of learn these things, you can be thinking, okay, well, I don't need that diet, or that's not for me, because actually on a genetic level, I'm suited to this better. So that's really helped with the reconnection as well. Yeah.
And if someone wanted to get involved with that, how would they contact you, or how would they be able to ask you more questions?
So what we always ask our clients to do is to get in touch, obviously, via our website. We can use a contact form or send us an email. Is we do a 30-minute, we call it a Find Your Natural Way exploration call. So we talk to our clients and basically explore, really, to see if we'd be a good fit for them, and we take it from there. We obviously bring together, we share all our services, and then our aim is to bring together a personalised program for the individual client, really, to make sure what we're offering is obviously suiting their individual needs. So, yeah.
Okay, that's good. So at least people know how to get hold of you if they want to go down that path, which I'm sure I would recommend. It might be something I might do myself, because it's always good just to, again, it's more about resetting and check you're on the right path. And I'm just going to use this opportunity to promote our 7-day plant power plan that we do on our website. So if anybody wants to have a free copy of the 7 days of eating plant-based, just go to our website, www.rootyfuel.com, and you can just download it. So it's free for a limited period of time for anybody that would like to start or at least try some plant-based dishes and see how they get on. It hasn't got your recipes in there. We will add yours on at the bottom of this live for clients, or we'll link in your Instagram post so that they can follow it there, so that they can access your meals. But if anybody else would like to find out more, obviously get in touch with myself or with Anya. No, it's been great, and we're just waiting for the cookies to do their thing. I mean, I can smell them. That's the only problem. You can smell them and you just get hungry. They're just...
tell a little bit more about the restorative yoga there.
That would be brilliant, yes, just while the cookies are coming out. So that'd be great.
Yeah, so the 3 forms I've mentioned, so hatha spiral yoga, and then ashtanga and restorative yoga. The reason I thought I'd mention it, as you might be kind of looking for a slightly different snack after restorative yoga, but So restorative yoga, it's often described as yin yoga, and it uses things like bolsters, blankets and blocks to prop students up into passive poses, so the body can really experience the benefits of a pose without having to exert any effort. So it's a really relaxing style of yoga. And yes, a good class would really allow the body to enter into a really relaxed state and help replenish deleted stores and depleted stores, sorry, and it should feel more rejuvenating than enough, really. So it's often done on Friday evenings, at the end of the week, when people can really kind of let go and relax. So, but then a restorative yoga stack might be things like a handful of unsalted nuts, walnuts, cashews, almonds, or maybe a warm almond milk, a sprinkle of cinnamon, or chamomile tea, something like that. So a bit more kind of relaxing rather than kind of energizing, if that makes sense.
Okay, no, that's good. I like that. So you can see the cookies have come out of the oven. What do you think, Anya?
Oh, looking good. Well done, Jenny.
Well done, Jenny. So, yeah, and you would have this as a post yoga snack as well?
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Mainly I'd say Ashtanga, but again, it can be, it can be any really. But I would just say maybe avoiding after the restorative style. You want more of a kind of calming snack after restorative.
Yeah. No, they look fabulous. Thank you, Jenny. Cannot wait to try one later on today with a cup of tea. But they look fab. No, thank you. And so the different forms of your yoga that could people, I mean, do you do yours? Because obviously through COVID, a lot's gone online. Do you offer yoga online?
I do actually, yeah. So I do a gentle flow yoga every Thursday evening at 6 o'clock, and then on the first Friday of every month I do a restorative yoga, which is 8 o'clock till 9. So that's it's like a reset for the month ahead. So, and that's all on our website as well. So on the live classes tab.
Oh, fantastic! So if we want anyone wants to follow yoga, they can get hold of you online. So it doesn't matter where they're from, really. That's absolutely brilliant. And also to talk to you regarding balancing and finding their natural weight, and the DNA tests are all available on your website. And do you just want to tell us your website? I know you've got your details there. Do you just want to?
Yes, yeah. So it's www.sanavitahealth.co.uk, and on our site too, we have a take your natural weight test. So if you want to go onto the website, on the homepage, we've just got a tab for a natural weight test. So you can just answer a couple of questions and you'll receive a report back to see how close you are to your natural weight. And there's an opportunity to book in with us for a call as well from that.
Oh, that's brilliant. That is fantastic. I'm just seeing if we've got any questions. No, we've just popped in there your links for your website. So everything is on there where you can get copies of the Rooty Fuel. So that's all on there. Just going to have a little. So yeah, if you do want the recipes for both the energy ball, the peanut butter, oat and raisin energy balls, and those gorgeous cookies, the avocado cookies. I never thought you'd be able to say chocolate avocado cookies and smile and actually think they're amazing. Just the thought is just like, no, that can't work, but it works so well, which really, really well. So yeah, so today's all been about getting a bit of energy and some energy foods, which is also delicious foods as well. So yeah, I'm really enjoyed today's live. So I will thank you for today, Anya. Really appreciate your time and joining us and for sharing your knowledge on yoga, which is obviously very, very deep, and looking forward to probably attending one of your online yoga classes, because I think you can never do it often enough. For me, I'll do it and then I stop, and then every time I do it, I love doing yoga afterwards. I'm like, why don't I do this more often? It's that trying to get into a bit more of a habit forming around yoga, because it is mentally, it just allows you to center, which is so important for me, so important. So yeah, thank you for today. Really did appreciate it. I hope you found it useful. I hope our guests enjoyed it. Again, if you have any questions after the live, please comment below and we will be in contact to answer any of those. So,
Well, it's lovely to be with you today and enjoy the snacks.
thank you.
But
Thank you
yeah,
so much. All right, Anya.
take care.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye. Thank you, Jenny. Bye.